So when we look at our student IEPs, which is found under students, and you go to student IEPs, you will find that each of your students is on one line. So here is where your future IEP is found, and that's where you're going to be typing your most current information. This is the current IEP, which has been affirmed and attested already. This little folder here is your historical view of affirmed IEPs. So this is the current one, and this is where you have a list of historical ones. If I click on that, that gives me a breakdown of what the current IEP is, and here's the historical one. So that meeting date happened a few years ago. This is the current IEP, and I can return to search. This one gives me a copy of the most current IEP, and I cannot make any changes. You could see here that there is no pencil for me to edit. I can only view or print, or just view them, and I could see the amendments and attachments. Attachments might be things like you might have a signature page, you might have a letter from a parent that you want to attach to the IEP. Here are your amendments where you have a current IEP and you're amending that IEP for some reason. And here under comments, this is where you can edit some comments and perhaps put in some student communication where you can, I would put the date and who wrote the comment, because this file is open to more than just one service provider. So here I can return to my student IEPs, and I'm still working on Batman over here. This PR here is your progress report, where you're going to be updating the most current progress report. So here is your updates, and I will be doing another video on progress reports soon. Here's your historical progress reports, where also you can print them. This blue dot means that they're eligible. If you click on this right here, you just get the student demographics that you've already entered. Where we look at these things, we look at whether or not the date, the name, the date of birth, what grade they're in, their SSID number, where they live, who they live with, primary disability, what kind of special ed type are they in. So sometimes you might have only RSP, only speech, SDC, but this is their primary service giver. Here with the severely disabled code, severe is usually for your mod severe kids, and as far as special transportation. So there's parent guardian information. So those are things that generally come up on your info and eligibility page anyway. Okay. So when I return to student IEP, these are CalPADS errors. So every time that CalPADS pulls from SEIS, you will see if any errors come up. So this is the errors that came up, or there's an error that you can see. It'll come up usually in red unless things have changed, and if there's any compliance issues. So you would need to scroll down this to see if there's anything in red or that stands out to you, or something that it said up above. I'm going to return back to the student IEP. This button right here, you can affirm and attest, the little lock button, and that's where you can view the actual student record itself, which is the same thing as the demographic page. Okay, so that is the SEIS 101 in a nutshell, and I will see you later. Have a good day.